In this video, we are going to discuss about map interface and implemented classes of map interface. Map is an interface that is presented in java.util package. Whenever we want to store some group of objects as a key value pairs, we have to use these maps. Here this key and values are the objects. For example, if we take an employee, okay, let me take the two attributes employee ID and employee name. Employee ID and employee name. Here we know that each and every employee ID should be the unique. Okay, let me say employee ID is 100 and employee name is Raju, and employee ID is 105 and employee name is Rani, and employee name is 200 and employee name is John. This each key and value, this employee ID is called as a key and name is called as a value. This each key and value is called as one entry, or pair we can say. This employee ID should be unique, but whereas employee names can be repeated. Why? Because in a organization there can be more than one person having the same name. Okay, so but whereas employee ID should be unique, employee names can be repeated. That means if we take another employee ID 300, that person also can contain the same name called as Raju. Same name called as Raju. So the implemented classes of this map are hash map, hash table, linked hash map, and tree map. So let me show you the examples on this each and everything. Let's move to the example on hash map. Example on hash map. Let me create a class with the name hash map demo. Hash map demo. Let's write the main method public static void main of string args. First, let me save the program with the name hashmapdemo.java. Now, first, let me create the object of hashmap by using the generics hashmap. So, as I said that in the maps, we have to store the group of objects as a keys and values. Here we are using the generics. So, in the key, I want to store the employee IDs. So employee IDs belongs to the integer data type, whereas employee names belongs to the strings. Okay, so the key type should be the integer, hash map, integer, comma, value of the type of string, reference variable m equal to new hash map, So here we created the object of the hash map, Now I want to store some group of keys and values into the hash map. So we have to use a method called as put method. So put is used to add one entry or one pair into the map. Okay, let me say employee ID is 700 and employee name is Raju. In the same way, let me try to store remaining keys and values. M dot put of 100, name Rani, 33, employee name is John, 6, employee name is Nani. 450 and employee name is James. So how many objects I added? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 objects I added. Now let me try to display those map elements. System.out.println of m. Save the program, compile and run it. Java C space hash memo hash map demo.java hash map. Sorry, I forgot to import the hash map. Hash map is a class that is presented in import java.util.hashmap. Save it and compile it. It's compiled successfully. Let me run it. Java space hash map demo. So see here. Here, HashMap is a class that uses a concept called as hash table to store the elements. Already I said that if any class is using a concept called as hash table, at that time insertion order is not preserved. So here how many employee details we inserted? 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so it is giving the 5 employee details: 1 2 3 4 5. See here, Raju details. Where is the Raju details? Raju details. How much is the key? Employee ID is 700. Next one, 100 and Rani. So here is a 100 and Rani, 33 John, 6 Nani, and 450 James. 450 James as displayed. Okay. Now, let me talk about a few more methods. Now, what I want to do is, I want to get the value that is associated with a key called as 700. Associated with a key called as 700. For that, we can use a method called as get method. M dot get of, it will return a value that is associated with a key called as 700. Okay, so now what will be the output of this particular statement? That is Raju should be displayed. See, the name Raju is displayed. Okay, now if I want to remove any element, just we have to use a method called as remove method. We have to use a method called as remove of, specify the key value. Okay, for example, I want to remove 6. Save it. Okay, after removing it, I want to display the map values. I want to display the map values to check whether this 6 is removed or not. Compile and run. See here. So when we are displaying the first time as map, it is displaying the 6 Nani. Okay, so after removing this, what that's employee IDs whose ID is 6 has been removed from here. Check it here. 6 is not presented here. Not presented here. Now let me check size method is presented or not. Let me check it. M dot size. Yes, size method is presented. So what it is displaying, it is displaying how many number of pairs are there. How many pairs are there after removing 1 2 3 4. 4 pairs are there. Okay, and in the same way we can check it whether this M is empty or not, whether this map is empty or not. So for that we have to use a method called as is empty. Is empty. Save it. So what it will return? It will return the false value. So is map is this hash map is empty? No, it contains the 4 employee details. Okay, 4 employee details. Now let me introduce one important method of this map. Okay, so that is for, let me use the for each loop. So colon m dot, m is a reference variable of hash map. Okay, m dot entry set. So entry set is a one of a method of hash map. What it will return? It will return map dot entry. It will return map dot entry. Let me say it is m1. Okay, m1 or m2. Okay, map dot entry of this thing. So before that, what we have to do? We have to import this map. Let me import it. Import java.util.map. Import java.util.map. Imported. Okay, so what is this map.entry? Map.entry is a nested interface. That is, entry is a interface that is defined inside the another interface called as map. So by using this m2, what we can do? We can only M we use. So let me use M1. By using this M1, what we can display? We can display the keys and as well as values. Okay, as well as values. So let me try to display keys. So here what we are doing, by using this for each loop, we are displaying the keys and values only one at a time. Only one at a time. That means we can say that just like enumerations and iterators and list iterators. Okay. So system.out.println of m1 dot get key, m1 dot get key, followed by I want to display m1 dot get value, m1 dot get value. Compile and run it. See here. So it is displaying the keys. First it has displayed the key 33 followed by John, 450 followed by James, 100 followed by Rani, and 700 followed by Raju. Okay. So by using this entry set, okay, entry set is a one of a method of what? Hash map. Okay. So by using this for each loop, what we are doing, we are displaying these keys and values. Okay, one at a time. One at a time. Now what I want to do is, so in this for each loop, we are displaying the keys followed by the value. Now I want to display the only the keys. I want to display the only the keys. So for that, let me use a method called as key set. So what it will return? So it will return the only the keys, okay, which can be stored inside the set. Set s equal to m dot key set, m dot key set. Okay, so let me display the yes. So what it will display? It will display the all the keys will be displayed. Set cannot find. So we have to import it now. So let me import it. Import java.util.set. Imported. Yes, compile successfully. Run it. See here, all the keys it is displaying 33, 450, 100, and 700. So here also, if you observe here, what happening? It is displaying the all the keys at a time. But I want to display only one key at a time. So again, what we have to use, it would be better to use the for each loop. It would be better to use the for each loop. Object obj colon and yes, colon and yes. So in the first iteration, what happens? The first key will be stored inside the obj and that one will be displayed and that thing will be displayed. So system dot out dot println of obj. Okay. Here what we are displaying, let me say it as a keys. So here also what we are displaying, this is a keys. So keys 33, 450, 100, and 700. Okay. In the same way, what I want to do is, I want to display the values. Okay. So let me say m dot, let me invoke a method called as values, m dot values. So let me store inside the string yes is equals to system dot out dot println of yes. Variable s is already defined. Let me say yes1. Incompatible types. Oh, incompatible types. See here. So what is the return type of this value? That is collection of string. So it has given the compiler is giving the hint. Okay, so I have done the mistake here. So what we have to do? Collection of string. And what we have to do? We have to import this collection. Import java.util.collection. Save it. And let's check it. Is it working or not? Yes, now it's working. Okay, right. So What are the values? John, James, Rani, and Raju. So here also what happening? It is displaying all the values at a time. Now I want to display only one employee name at a time. So again we have to use for each loop. So what are these? These are values. 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 Let me write the for each loop for. So what is the generic we use? Here we use the string. So let me say string s2 colon s1 s1. System.out.println of s2. Now it will display the employee names, employee values only one at a time. See values John, James, Rani, and Raju. So in this hash map, we can insert the null keys and null values. Okay, let me try to insert the null keys. M dot put off, M dot put off 456 null value. Okay, right. M dot put off, let me insert the null key, null followed by some value 789. Let me try to display the map. System.out.println of M. 1 second. So here we have to display the name of a person, no? Balu. Save it. Compile. Yes, now they are the ASCII. See, so here I want to tell you that in hash map we can store the null keys and as well as null values. Now let's move to the next one called as hash table. Hash table. Example on hash table. Let me copy some data from the previous file. Hash table demo. Save the file with the name hash table demo.java. Okay, so here I want to create the object of hash table. So hash table uses a concept called as hash table to store the elements, so insertion order is not preserved. Okay, maybe you can get the doubt that hash map and hash table both are using the concept called as hash table, so insertion order is not preserved. Then what are the differences between hash table and hash map demo? Okay, hash map. Okay, we will discuss these differences after a few minutes. Okay, so before using this hash table, we have to import it. Import java.util.hash table. Hash table. Let me create the object of hash table. That is, let me use a generics integer comma string, integer comma string. That is m is equals to new hash table, new hash table of integer and string, integer and string. So here, let me copy the same thing. M dot put Java C hash table. hash table demo.java, compile successfully. Let me run it. So here also we cannot predict the output, that is insertion order is not preserved. Insertion order is not preserved. Now let's come to the differences between hash map and hash table. Okay, in hash map we can store the null keys and null values, but whereas in hash table we cannot store either the null keys or null values. At that time it will generate the exception called as null pointer exception. Okay, let me show you that. So let's keep this one as comment. See, it is raising the null pointer exception, java.lang.null pointer exception at the line number 16. Here, this statement is raising the exception. Why? Because we are trying to store the null values, but whereas hash table doesn't take the null values. So this statement will raises the null pointer exception. So let me uncomment this thing. So here this statement, line number 17 also raises the exception. Which exception? Null pointer exception. See here, java.lang.null pointer exception is raising by a line number called as 17. So here this one also raises the null pointer exception. Null pointer exception. Now one more difference between this hash table is, in hash table every method is synchronized. Okay, so at a time only one thread can access it, so the remaining threads should be in a waiting state, so definitely the performance will be decreases. But whereas in hash map no method is synchronized, so multiple threads can access it, so performance will be the faster. Next, let's talk about the linked hash map. Example on linked hash map. Let me copy the code. Excuse me. Import java.util.linked hash map. Let me create a class called as linked hash map demo. Save the program with the name linked hash map demo.java. Save it. So let me create the object of linked hash map. Let me create the object of linked hash map. So let me copy the code and do it. Copy and paste it. So here I want to create the object of linked hash map. So linked hash map of generics integer string m equal to new linked hash map of integer of string. Okay, m dot put of we are inserting some group of objects. Okay, save it. So here I want to tell you that linked hash map uses a concept called as double linker list to store the elements. Whenever if any class is using a concept called as linked list, at that time insertion order is preserved. So here the order is preserved. So let me check it. Java C space linked hash map demo.java. See, in which order we store the element, in the same order it is displaying. That is 700 Raju, 100 Rani, 33 John, 6 Nani, and 450 James. 450 James. So here, let me give some assignment. Try to use few more methods. Okay, try to use few more methods such as remove method and size method, is empty, and the next one is entry set. That is how we have done here. Where this thing, entry set, and key set and key value, key set and key value. So not sorry, not key value, just values, key set and values. So try to invoke these methods on the linked hash map object. The next one is tree map. Let me show you the example on tree map. Tree map. Tree map is used to store the elements in ascending order based on the keys. Based on the keys. Let's copy the code from the previous program. Import the tree map, which is available inside the util package. So create a class with the name tree map demo. Create the object of tree map. Tree map m equal to, if you want to use any generics, you can use it. Okay, if you want to use any generics, you can use it. So let me use it. That is integer string, tree map integer string. Okay, so you do this thing. Try to add this generics. Okay, so tree map m equal to new tree map. Let me save the program with the name tree map demo.java. Yes, saved it. Let me add the objects. M dot put off. Oh, m dot put off. Already that code is there. Now let me copy it. Yes, save it. Tree map demo.java. Compile. Let me run it. So it will store the objects in an ascending order. Okay, this ascending order is applied on the keys. That's why it has displayed the employee ID 6 first, 33, 100, 450 and 700 and 700. Okay, so here in this tree map we can insert the null values. Okay, let me check it. Can we insert the null values? Null values. Yes. So initially 450 value is James. Okay, 450 value is James. Afterwards, this 450 key, 450 value is James, and this 450 value is replaced with the null value. You can check it here. Let me to understand this. We have to add one more statement. This thing. See here. Previously, the 450 value is James. Later, it was overridden with the value called as null value. Okay. Next one. M dot put off. So let me try to insert the null value. Let's check it what happens. Can you guess what happens? Yes, can you guess? It will raise as the exception called as null pointer exception. Okay, so in tree map only we can store the null values, null keys. We cannot store it. If we are trying to do, it will generate the exception called as null pointer exception. Null pointer exception.